I'm happy to have the opportunity to address you all here on this wonderful first day of the summer festival. Just yesterday, foreign spies were identified and determined to be a danger to the public. However, they have since been apprehended. I thank the Heimdall Military Police, the Railway Military Police, and the Imperial Army for their work containing the threat. I'd also like to thank the Courageous for detaining a suspicious ship and the Bracer Guild for their assistance. But most importantly, I'd like to commend these people here before me for their direct and substantial aid in resolving this incident. The students and instructors of Thor's military academies, main and branch campuses.
I am Olaf Craig, commander of the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. As of yesterday, the total number of arrests stands at 94. We believe it's now safe to say this crisis has been averted.
As representative of both campuses, I, Aurelia Le Guin, am pleased to report there are no casualties or major injuries from any student or faculty member from either campus. The results of their training are clear.
In Emperor Eugen's stead, allow me to give you both the highest praise and thanks from the depths of my heart. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. Nothing makes me happier than to see you carrying on the will of Emperor Dreikels with such drive.
Now we shall present the awards on behalf of City Hall. Will the representative from each school step forward, please?
Yes. Yes.
Instructor Schwarzer, can we get a shot of you shaking hands with the Prince?
We heard His Highness took command of the Thor's main campus students.
Well, you led your team to deal with another huge threat. That's amazing, Instructor.
I'm sure the people would love to see a photo of the country's prince and its biggest hero.
A fine idea. What do you say, Instructor Rean?
Yes, though it's too great an honor for the likes of me.
I'm sure we each had our own strategies, but we're all from Thor's. I believe that you being appointed the principal of the branch campus was thanks to the guidance of Adios. I'm thankful for the honor. You did well too, Major Irving. You handled a difficult situation with ease. I'm sure the field exercises went so smoothly thanks to you. Yes, I am honored by your praise. and Randy. To be honest, I don't think I could ever thank you enough. I get paid, so please don't sweat it. I'm sure you have already heard, but I would love for all of you to attend the parties being hosted by City Hall and the Imperial family tonight. Until then, we will suspend the field exercises and switch to free time. Spread your wings wide, venture forth to Heimdall's Summer Festival. Woohoo, yeah! Where should we go, everyone? Don't go too crazy. Also, in case of an emergency, you will be limited to the city block only. It is quite unfortunate that we cannot reveal your actions to the public. Not only did you take care of the Republic spies, but you also protected the capital from the ancient disaster. Thank you. Having started Class 7 is my greatest achievement and my biggest source of pride. Your Highness. It's an honor. Oh, you're gonna make me blush. Good to know we're living up to the name then. What's gonna happen to the Republic spies? Well, some of them are very weak, so they will be monitored closely. But since the guild is involved this time, they will be treated humanely. I promise you that. I predict that after some diplomatic negotiations, they'll be sent back. We still have some pending issues to deal with, but we were able to avoid the worst case scenario. Yes, we still need to be careful. But for today, at least, please spread your wings and enjoy yourselves. I'd like you all to enjoy the peace that you brought by protecting the capital from that ancient disaster. Your words are wasted on us. We'll make the most of it. Rean? Toa? I understand. We've sent out messages about Angelica and George to every group we could. I promise I will uncover the truth as well as what led to the Azure Knight's disappearance. So please, be patient. Alright. Thank you. You better get going. You alright? Seeing all of you here is making me dizzy. Tita, Agate, are you two on a date? Olivier? Well, well. My, how adorable. Geez, shut up. Don't you need to meet up with her too? Oh, are you talking about the one Oliver met in Liberl? That's my little secret. Anyway, Elise, are you attending the charity bazaar after this? Yes, and the princess will also be there. You should come too, Rean. Speaking of which, will you be attending the party tonight with the old Class 7? I am, but not with the old Class 7. Principal Aurelia asked me to lead the students. I'll be attending with the new Class 7 alongside the students of the main campus. I see. Very well then. I'll be waiting. Huh? Rean! Oh, Elise, sorry, did I interrupt you? Oh no, not at all. What's wrong, Elliot? Well, my father wants to talk to you, Rean. General Craig? Alright, where's the general now? Oh, he's borrowing the lounge in front of the VIP room. Do you know how to get there? In front, huh? I should be fine. What about you, Elliot? Gonna go check out the summer festival? Yeah, I'll be at the party tonight too, so I figure I might as well enjoy myself while I'm here. Maybe I'll stop by the bazaar that the girls' school is running. Of course, you're more than welcome to. Well then, Rean, I shall see you later. Yeah, have fun, you two. You too, Rean. Call me for free. Oh, did we finally have some free reign? General Craig, Elliot's father, and the man in charge of the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. Does he want to talk about the Azure Knight? Or maybe... There's a shortcut. Anyway, I better start heading over. Alright, so, forehand. I think we can do this. Alright. Let's go. And try and meet up with Olaf Craig over here. It's not giving me a direct thing here, but we can't go through here, right? Oh, yes we can? Wait, that leads into the underground. Alright, let me not go there. Let's continue heading up. I think we're about to make it. Manager who? Hold on. Manager Charlton. Racer. What about you, miss? Maeve. Okay. Wait, did I go the wrong area? Hold on. Hold on. Scrooge passageway. Yeah, okay. I think I went the wrong way. I may have went the wrong way. Is this you?
Hey, Rean. Congrats on the award.
Alan, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm here with the General. I managed to catch a bit of the ceremony. Man, as usual, you guys are doing some crazy stuff. You better relax and have some fun during the summer festival, got it? That's the plan. What are you planning to do for the summer festival? Well, I'm actually off duty after this, so I was planning on going to see Bridget. We're gonna go walk around the Garnier district and Mater Park. That's a good date course. You two are pretty close, huh? The only reason we can do all this is because you guys fought so hard to keep us safe. If martial law had been invoked, the whole festival would have been cancelled. Yeah, I suppose so. By the way, is the General in there? Ah, right. You were summoned. Sorry to keep you. Are you ready to meet with the General? Let's go. Yeah, thanks.
General, Schwarzer has arrived.
Very well. Show him in. Also, make sure no one disturbs us, Warrant Officer.
Understood, sir.
Pardon me.
Thank you for coming.
Schwarzer, you truly did an excellent job.
And I see this scene is not voiced. General Craig, it's good to see you again. And I didn't expect to see you here too, Instructor Neidhart.
Oh, I simply stayed behind to commend you on a job well done. I trust you to lead the students of Class 1 to the party this evening. I apologize for the behavior of some of the main campus students.
Ah, it's fine. I think that's all part of good rivalry. Besides, it seems like they've made up by now.
True enough.
No, they have not.
I'm not from Thor's myself, but that's exactly what I'd expect from the kind of school that gave us Prince Olivert and Major Claire. Not to mention General Le Guin, Brigadier General Bardius, and Chancellor Osborne.
My comrade Mueller is also an alumnus. Perhaps had I attended Thor's myself, I would have ended up a completely different sort of person.
Maybe. But things happen the way they do for a reason. For example, Elliot ending up in the same class as you.
Yeah, very true.
I shall excuse myself now. I plan to return to the division after the summer festival.
I trust you'll take good care of her. I suppose she is an adult now, and maybe I shouldn't worry quite so much, but...
I will endeavor to be a perfect gentleman as ever, sir. We'll meet again, Schwarzer.
Arhi and Elliot's sister, they've been getting along with each other lately. They plan to enjoy the summer festival together today, seeing as it hasn't been cancelled. Ah, I see. I'm glad to hear it. See, now that's unexpected. That was not the kind of pairing I was, hoping to see. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just unexpected. Instructor Neidhart and Fiona have both taken care of us in the past. Nothing of certain yet, but Fiona's 24 now, so I know I need to prepare myself for a marriage eventually. Neidhart's my subordinate, and I admit he is quite the man, but I still don't think I'm ready. Is that what I'm like when it comes to Elise? But let's get to the reason I called you here. Come, sit. Yes, sir. There are two things I need to talk with you about. The first is regarding the Azure Knight. We had it stored in the Gilliath fortress, but it was discovered to be missing from the military vault this morning. Just like I thought. So the questions are when, who, and how. If the machine has the ability to teleport on its own though, we're stuck. But we hope to be able to discover some clues in the fortress security cameras. So I'd like to wait for that before taking any further action. Understood. Thank you for letting me know. One more thing, and this is the main topic. I have a message for you from General Van Dyke. Really? As I'm sure you've heard, he quit his position as principal of Thor's main campus and was reinstated to active duty leading the Imperial Army. Though he was invited to the celebration tonight, he was too busy to attend. So he requested I attend in his absence and deliver you this message. I see. If the Supreme Commander of the Imperial Army is that busy, does that mean... I'm sure you have your concerns, but let's put that aside for the moment. The Supreme Commander has been greatly impressed by your work at the branch campus. With that in mind, he wanted me to speak to you about something. About the former subordinate of General Van Dyke's someone who was also my direct superior. Former Brigadier General Gilliath Osborne. So he knew after all. Yes, he always looked after Osborne when they were still in the military. Meanwhile, as Osborne's subordinate, I was always trying to live up to the example he set. So it was a strange feeling indeed when Van Dyke told me 2 years ago that the young boy with the jet black hair had eventually turned up again as one of Elliot's classmates, no less. You knew me when I was young, before I was taken in by Baron Schwarzer? Yes, you get your hair color from the Brigadier General, but your features are more like those of his wife. I suppose they do say boys resemble their mothers. But maybe that's something to ask Chancellor Osborne himself about. However, considering your current relationship, Van Dyke deemed it necessary for us to step in, if only to tell you what we know. If I miss this chance, I don't know when I'll get another. I'll listen to everything you have to say, so please, tell me.
Alright then. Here's the story.
Oh, you're voiced again.
About the Gilliath Osborne that Van Dyke and I knew. What happened before and after the Hummel incident, and what we still don't know.
Oh, come on, this should be voiced. Back then, the Imperial Army was mostly full of officers from commoner families. Among those officers, Osborne was a particularly bright and gifted young leader. He had mastered the Imperial Army's 104 military combat, and both his leadership and practical skills were second to none. We all expected he'd carry the future of the Imperial Army on his shoulders one day. He ended up marrying late. When he was 35, he had an encounter with a certain girl in a remote garrison town. At first, he seemed a bit self-conscious about the 10-year difference in age between them. But General Van Dyke played the role of matchmaker, and they eventually created a warm, loving home together. Before long, they were blessed with a child. You, Rean. Soon after, Osborne was promoted to Brigadier General, and it seemed both his professional and private life were set. Until that fateful day 14 years ago. The noble officers in the Imperial Army were looking to start a war in a misguided bid for prestige. Osborne caught on to their plan and severely reprimanded them, but couldn't do much more, given they were fellow officers. It seemed as though the officers in question had learned their lesson, but a few days later, tragedy struck. Osborne's home near Heimdall was raided by what were assumed to be Jaegers. It happened in the middle of the night. They started a fire and he came running. Next morning, all that was found was a burned-down building, dead Jaegers strewn about, and the body of Osborne's wife. Of course. Surprise, surprise. His mom died. Why? Osborne himself and his 5-year-old son were nowhere to be found, but there was evidence the child was grievously wounded. Immediately after that, Hummel was attacked in the same way. 3 days later, the 100 Days War began. A mere 3 months after that, the war started. The Imperial Army had used its unstoppable force to occupy most of Liberl. But due to Liberl's sudden counterattack, the noble officers' armored divisions were defeated, and the war came to a standstill. Just when Supreme Commander Van Dyke was about to send in the main division to resolve the situation, Brigadier General Osborne suddenly returned. With Van Dyke's introduction, Osborne met with the Emperor and was tasked with taking care of the Hummel case. Then, a mere 10 days later, the 100 Days War came to an end and a ceasefire agreement was signed with Liberl. Half a year after that, Brigadier General was appointed as the first common-born chancellor for his actions.
I see. So that's the reason. But why?
This is all Van Dyke and I can tell you. We still have no idea what he was up to those 3 months he was missing. Nor do we know his reasons for becoming Chancellor, or the direction he intends to take Erebonia. The only one who could possibly approach him about these topics is you, his son.
The only man I can call my father is Theo Schwarzer. I don't have many memories of the Chancellor, and those that I do are distant and fragmented.
Understandable. I heard much about Theo back when I served under Osborne. He told me there was a young nobleman about my age who was like a younger brother to him. I'm sure their friendship was the reason he left you with Theo.
That's the impression I got from the letter my father sent me. And I have no doubt the Chancellor's blood runs through my veins. I don't know what exactly happened in the attack, but at the very least, I remember how concerned for my safety he was.
Rean, I pray you grow up strong and healthy. Oh, Adios, if you're listening, hear me now. Please allow this child.
However, I can't accept what he's done since then. What he's still doing to this nation. The way he completely crushes everything in his way. The way he nonchalantly ruins lives and sows chaos. It's monstrous. And also, he's planned to invade Calvert. That's why I at least want to question him. Not as his son, but as someone whose life he saved 14 years ago. Despite all the things he's done since, I can at least believe in his words from back then. Tonight's party at the Imperial Palace will likely be my only chance to talk with him. There are so many things to ask. The truth behind recent incidents, his relationship with certain groups, where he's taking this nation. I don't know how just yet, but I will get him to explain himself.
I see. Back when we first met, when you were still small, I believed our families would grow close together. Though that wish may have never come true, you and Elliot did end up meeting. I truly believe that much was the will of Adios. Do what Van Dyke and I couldn't. Find the truth behind Chancellor Osborne. Make him understand you and your friends' wishes.
Yes, understood.
Later, after being parted with the general, many people started to enter the race course for the upcoming events. Oh, that confetti, man. Celebration time. Wow, it was pretty poppin' in there. I wonder where everyone else is. This is Schwarzer. Oh, Rean, are you done with the talk? Ah, Toa. Yeah, I just finished. That's great, perfect timing then. Everyone else told me where they were going, so I figured I should let you know too. I sent you the map info, just check it on your Arcus when you need it. Did all that for me? Toa, you should be enjoying the summer festival too. Well, with all that's happening with Angie, I can't relax. Besides, I thought it would be a good idea to give you some organized information. I'll go out after I finish, I promise. Okay, please make sure to relax. Same goes for you, make sure you enjoy your time here, okay? I hear there are a lot of events, so make sure you enter them all. Okay, will do. Oh, right. I'll contact you before nightfall. I think the new Class 7 and the main campus Class 1 are going to need to meet up. Yeah, talk to you then. Now enjoy the summer festival, Rean. She always does so much for me. I promised Toa, so maybe I'd better go talk with everyone and enter the events. The party at Valflame Palace, I'll need to be on my toes and I need to take care of that business for the general. I should enjoy myself during the day and prepare for tonight. Oh, I should head to the Imperial Museum too. Be a good idea to see how they're doing after everything that happened yesterday. Alright, let's go around. Oh, that reminds me. Tara gave me some special tickets this morning. They can be used during the summer festival. Maybe I can invite someone. During the summer festival in Heimdall, you can invite your friends to various events held throughout the city. You can invite any number of new Class 7 any event or members of the old Class 7 to events that they may be interested in. You can deepen bonds like the normal bonding events. If certain conditions are met, you may even be able to see a special event. Try inviting your favorite members. You can progress the main story after using enough of your tickets. Okay. I may need to go to Zileka district first before I even start doing this. And, Yep. Oh, Rean, you're here. Hi, Dorothy. This must have been a crazy few days for you. Was everything okay after we left yesterday? Yes, thankfully. For a while there, I didn't know what was going to happen, but I'm glad everything's okay now. Thanks to you, Emma, and everyone else, I appreciate what all of you did. It must have been terrifying down there. No, it was just long. Not as much as it would have been alone. It's thanks to all your help that we got that we pulled it off. But anyway, I'm surprised to see you guys open again so soon. Oh yes, the RMP were very efficient in cleaning up the place up. And thanks to those two who came to advise us, the bell has been moved to a safe place. Those two? I think you're well acquainted with them, Rean. Professor Lumen suggested we deal with the bell as soon as possible, and I think that was the right choice. The two who helped are actually still in the museum. You should go say hello while you're here. Sure thing. Does she mean... Is Professor Lumen here today? No, he was on duty yesterday, so it's one of the other professors' turns today. He might be at the academy, though. Should I call for him? No, that won't be necessary. I'll go say hello to these mystery guests in the back. Emma and I are going to have a little get-together today. I'm actually about to take my break and go meet with her. Oh yeah? Now that I think of it, you were both in the literature club, huh? Well, don't worry about us. I hope you two have fun catching up. Oh, we will. Now, if you'll excuse me. Two people who gave advice on moving the bell. They must be well versed in the orbital phenomena. I should head to the exhibit room. I shall. Who is this new dude? Okay. Oh, okay. I spoke to you before. I was like, who is this guy? Oh, you two. Go in, Professor Schmidt. So it was you two. Oh, hello there, Rean. Fancy meeting you here. What is it? I was just wondering what happened after we left yesterday. I guess it was you two who made sure the bell was safe to move. That's right, I got a call yesterday afternoon and came to help. I had the RF company get me a workbench and some industrial-grade filler to keep the thing from ringing. That would explain why I didn't see you anywhere last night. Where's the bell now? It's being stored underground. The filler should prevent it from activating for the time being. I checked on it earlier. There's nothing to be concerned about. Unfortunately, it means this museum lost one of its key attractions. We talked with the director, and he had us bring in these models that were scheduled for the next exhibit. Well, it doesn't really fit with the theme, but they do look pretty interesting. So I heard you two actually go way back. I didn't realize you two were such good friends. Like hell we are, don't be daft. Just because I've known him since we were kids doesn't mean I've ever been friends with this sourpuss. When we got back from Le Mans 50 years ago, the first thing he did was make himself a huge pain in my keister. Bah! Is that what you call revolutionizing the Reinfer Company? I took you from your pathetic gunpowder weapons into the orbital age. You should be bowing at my feet. Instead, I've gotten nothing but complaints. Do you know how many times we almost went bankrupt because of your reckless spending on your projects? Until the orbital train started to go into use, our company was right on the chopping block, for crying out loud. Well then... Oh, yeah, I suppose both of you have Elisa's father in common at least. Huh. Ah, Franz. Despite his teacher being a pickled old goat, he was a good kid, always bending over backward to accommodate my daughter. And after Elisa was born, he was a model father, not to mention his top-notch skills as an engineer. If it wasn't for the accident, he'd probably be leading RF by now. No one knows what caused the accident, right? There was an explosion at an orbital energy plant on the outskirts of Ruhr. A joint study between RF and the Institute of Technology was being held there, and France was in charge of it. All we could determine is that some kind of malfunction, there was a malfunction in the generator. Enough about him. I admit you were a skilled manager in your day, but now you're just a doddering old man who lets his daughter walk all over him. Nothing could be more unpleasant to me than the accusation of being a friend to such a senile buffoon. What was that, you monocle-wearing crabapple? Or crabapple? Crabapple? Either way, it's that attitude of yours that made Makarov and George run for their hills. Well, despite what they say, they've got a pretty good rapper going on. Anyway, I'm really we don't have to worry about the bell anymore. It was a good call on Professor Lumen's part to recommend you two to the RMP. What? Who was that you said recommended us? Huh? Professor Lumen? He teaches geology at the academy. He was here at the museum yesterday. I was told he recommended calling the two of you. A professor at the academy, huh? Bah, it was only a coincidence. The Empire is vast. There are many people with the same surname. Yes, that's true. Huh? What are you two talking about? Don't worry about it. We were caught up in the past for a moment. Anyway, I expect you'll be joining us for the party at the palace tonight, yes? We can talk more then. Go and enjoy the summer festival for now. That's the plan. I'll see you there. It's been a while since I visited His Majesty, but I've noticed that they always call on the two of us at the same time. I would appreciate if they stopped treating us as though we were a pair. You stole the words right out of my mouth. Well, they don't get along. I got 5 tickets. Okay, cool. I'll use it after I take care of my my errands. Where am I right now? Go to Rebuild Company. There we go. There's another hidden quest we need to take care of, guys, so give me a bit and we will continue on with the summer festival. President Morgan. After all this time, I never thought he would be found. Lady Claire. No, I need to contact Master Michael, but I don't know if either one will pick up. Did you just mention Claire and Michael? I'm sorry for interrupting, but I'm an instructor at the Thor's Branch campus. Oh. So you must know Lady Claire and Master Michael. And you must have heard what happened to our company. Yeah, I may be overstepping my bounds, but you seem to be in need of help. I see. I think you may be able to help me. Once again, I am Morgan, the current president of the Rebuild Company. As you may know, I used to just be a regular employee. The previous president and vice president were very nice to me, so a long time ago they entrusted me with something very important. This music box. A music box? It has a combination lock on it. Yes, it's an 8-digit combination. If you unlock it, the box will open and you can take what's inside. I see. They put a lot of work into this. Yes, they told me to hand this to the 4 children of the Rebuild family once they all have become adults. But 11 years ago, the accident happened and the music box was lost. We recently found it again. I see. Yes, but Lady Claire seems to be avoiding the Rebuild Company. And as for Master Michael, well, we haven't been in contact with him. I'd like to keep my end of the promise, but... Let's see. Thank you. I think I understand the situation. He really opened up to me. I'd like to help him in any way I can, but... Let's do it. President Morgan, may I be your intermediary? Are you sure? Of course. They're both done a lot for me, after all. And watching them and their troubles from afar can be somewhat disheartening. I see. In that case, would you please help me get this music box into their hands? Absolutely. I'll do what I can. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go explain the situation to Major Irving. Yes, that's a good idea. Alright, I'll go talk to him. Right now, he should be at the field exercise camp. Alright, if that's the case, we're gonna shortcut it then. Fast travel. Nah, man. Alright, let's just go to the entrance. Alright, brother, where are you hiding? Oh, you're right here. Wow, just convenient. I'll return to RMP headquarters. I'm counting on you. Alright, leave it to us. What is it? Can I help you? Well, actually, Rean talked to Michael about the trick music box. What? Indeed, I've heard about such an object. Why now? Very well, I understand. I shall look into it myself. Master Michael, thank you for coming. Please don't call me Master. At any rate, it's nice to see you again, Morgan. I'm sorry I haven't kept in touch. I've been busy at RMP. Oh no, I understand. Let's cut to the chase. This is the music box. I see my father and uncle's names. There's no doubt this was prepared by them. Major Irving, did you know about this music box? Yes, my father told me about it. I also have an idea about what the 8-digit code might be. Oh, is that so? Does that mean you can open it? Well, I only know part of the number. The number is made up from the favorite month of each of the 4 children. Well, that's interesting. I said October because I like fall. My sister Sarah, who is 5 years younger than me, is away now, but I know what her answer should be. She would have said she likes summer, so she should have said August. I have an idea about Claire's, but the youngest, Emil, I don't know for sure. Then we need to ask Lady Claire. But Claire still thinks everything was her fault. Or rather, she has forced herself to believe that. Therefore, I believe it's best that we not tell her the details up front. Well, we just need to know the number. But it would be a bad idea to have Morgan or me ask her. So Schwarzer, if it's alright with you. No worries, I was already planning to do whatever it took to help. I'll find a way to ask her. Thank you so much. And sorry for the trouble. Right now, Claire should be in a security meeting, which means she should be around Drago's Plaza. Okay, got it. Alright, so we gotta go to Draco's Plaza. But if anything, guys, I'm gonna have to stop it here for today. Thank you all for watching. When we come back, we're gonna take care of a couple of quests we got on hand, or should I say hidden quests. And then afterwards, we will continue with the Summer Festival, which I'm looking forward to. So if anything else, thank you again, and I'll see you all in the next one.